And last but not least story. You know, one major trouble in the so-called third world is power with impunity on the one hand and the power to abuse on the other. So for a former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, Godwin Emefiele, who is standing trial on alleged abuse of office, the tale of the unexpected has refused to go away. The business relationship manager of Zenith Bank, Ifeoma Agbonaya, a witness in the case, told the Ikeja Special Offences Court in Lagos here how Emefele used his companies to get contracts from the Apex Bank. The wise man said, if you don't want anybody to talk about it, then don't do it, BKO.
Yes, I'm not surprised. This is, I always felt that something was fishy with this man. And the joke is on those who are supporting him that time.
Yeah.
That, oh, we stand by Emefele. You sit in a TV studio, completely bereft of conscience. And you are saying you stand by a man
oblivious
who caused Nigerians to suffer.
Yes.
Some of them died. Businesses were ruined. You stood by him, you stand by Emefele. Today we can see why it makes no sense to take that kind of decision. The king-size Bible-clutching former CBN governor is now being exposed. Every time they go to court, we see
something new.
A new law, a new law.
Yeah.
In reference to Emefele, we clearly see a new law. This is a man accused of illegal allocation of $4.5 billion. Now, he said to have awarded contracts to his own company.
Yeah.
If you awarded contracts to companies that you are suspected to have links to, is bad enough.
Oh yeah.
Than to award contract to your own.
That's
a lot of things happen.
That's an abuse.
Yes, office. That's what they are saying.
That is what they are saying.
And the witnesses, they keep coming. They keep telling us. Under him the other day, some people collected $6 million after forging the president's signature. We've not seen enough. We are still going to see.
You ain't seen nothing yet?
Yeah, we are going to see a lot more. This is Nigeria. A lot of the people that you see there, you know, pretending to have social conscience, they do not have an atom of conscience.
An any conscience.
They are all they are after is to make us dry as a country. And when there's no country left, after they've looted us dry, I wonder where they want to go next. It was Ojomole who said the other day that they must hang the people at NNPC. So when people screamed, he said, yes, because if they don't hang them, they will hang us. We are not going to wait until they hang us. We will vote with our feet. We are not going to wait until people, criminals who are in government, hang us. We will push government, we will push the authorities to do what is right about those who are stealing from what belongs to
all of us.
Azuko, so if you don't want anybody to talk about it, don't do it. Do your job. Leave the rest.
Yes, of course. You know, because he was holding a very sensitive office. You know, and the office was a custodian of our commonwealth, and for him to have commandeered, you know, a chunk of what belongs to all of us to himself, not his salary, not his salary and allowance.
Though not elected, he's the 37th governor.
I keep saying it. You are saying 37th governor. He was not elected. You know, he was not elected. You know, and that was why even yesterday when we were discussing about him going to court to, you know, get medical permission to go abroad. I was saying your lawyers did not go to court with, you know, medical reports, and even if he goes with medical, the judge will also have to check whether there is a hospital in Nigeria that can treat you.
Yes.
Because we want him to tell us, because I feel that there's still more to his case than what we are even seeing.
Right.
You know, because this one is in Lagos. The one we are discussing yesterday was in Abuja. You know, so he has two cases that he has become a flight risk, according to EFCC. You know, so we need to, we need to make sure that he answers to all these things.
Yes.
You know, because if he leaves, we will now start looking for how to extradite him back to Nigeria.
Yes, it could be,
you know,
only that touching.
You know, so we do not want that to happen. You know, it's just so unfortunate that people sit down in some places and then they are, you know, giving him support, you know, because what he did to Nigerians, what he actually did to Nigerians, so many people died during that time, and that time he felt
avoidably.
You know, people do not know. You can never know the future. Because that period, he was acting like a god. Yes. Even when Nigerians were crying and begging.
Yeah, I have no good news for you.
He said no good news.
He said I have no good news for
exactly. You know.
If not for the courts. If not for the courts. So those governors that came together and went to Supreme Court. Because the Constitution says when there is a dispute between the federal government and the states,
the Supreme Court
shall adjudicate. So the Supreme Court assumed jurisdiction on that matter, and they saved us. Because I don't know how people could have survived. People had currencies that they could not exchange.
Exactly.
And you set a deadline, and you are bent on.
You know, BKO. You know that it is because of that what he did that the country is still like this.
You are still suffering. People are still suffering. That died.
Exactly. If you go to the so-called POS that you are saying, it's because of what he has created.
Please, the backroom boy said it's time to go. But let's thank you very kindly for coming, Babajide Kolade Otito.
We know that invariably we have to go now.
Super James,
thank you so much.
So that's it on the show today. Join us tomorrow for another edition. Of course, the repeat broadcast of this is built for 11, slated for 11 later tonight. Join us then. And on Sunday, as I always say, we expand the field for you from between 1:30 and 3:30 p.m. Just to add, we are on YouTube at youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I am Citizen Jones Hussein. Bye-bye now. Take care.